Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Friday Show. I'm Colin Alguer, bringing you world news. The Russia-Ukraine war is continuing to progress as, according to CNN's Ukraine defense chief, has pledged not to strike any Russian territories if given long-range missiles by allies. He has claimed they need these missiles to keep Russia on the defensive and protect Ukraine from future missile attacks. I expect Ukraine to continue fighting defensively because they are on pace to win this war, and why fix something that's not broken? In other news, BBC is reporting that the Dr. Phil show will be ending after 21 seasons. Phil McGaw, the show's host, will be leaving the show for, quote, new ventures, CBS Media Ventures announced last Tuesday. The show will continue airing for the 2022-23 season. This may be shocking news for some, especially because the show has been on air since 2002, but due to some recent scandals with some of the rehabilitation facilities he sent children to, this news was just a matter of time. That's all I have for world news this week, so let's head to Jack with national news. Jack?
Thanks, Colin. Coming from AP News, Memphis, Tennessee's police department has disbanded the unit responsible for the death of Tyree Nichols, who was beaten to death on January 7th. The police unit, codenamed Scorpion, was given the task of targeting violent offenders in areas with high crime, not to attack innocent civilians. The unit was made up of 3 teams comprising of 30 officers each. The officers responsible, Tardarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, Desmond Mills Jr., Emmett Martin III, and Justin Smith, have been fired and are being charged with murder and face up to 60 years in prison if found guilty. LA News is reporting that Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News, Virginia, has finally reopened its doors after the January 6th shooting that nearly claimed the life of one of the school's teachers. Police have announced that the boy responsible for the shooting had stolen the 9mm pistol from his parents. This is the 3rd incident that has taken place in this area. 16 months before the Rich Neck shooting, 2 17-year-old students were wounded when a 15-year-old fired shots into a crowded high school. 2 months later, an 18-year-old student fatally shot a 17-year-old in a parking lot of a different high school. Now to Wyatt with state news after the break.
Is it dinner time? Lunchtime? Breakfast time? Well, drop in to Riverside Market in Montrose and Durand anytime. Come to Riverside Market for fresh fruits and vegetables, USDA choice meats, prime dairy products, and all kinds of specials and snacks. Come for a whole range of Spartan Nash, our family products, and don't forget about the bakery and deli. That's Riverside Market in Montrose and Durand. Stop in anytime and don't forget to give us a like on Facebook.
Welcome back. I'm Wyatt. On Tuesday, January 31st, to honor the month ending, GHOST, aka Genesee Human Oppression Strike Team, lit up the night with a candlelight vigil at the Genesee County Sheriff's Office, according to MLive. This event brought awareness to human trafficking and the impact it has had on our people in this county. Advocates for human trafficking were standing behind Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson as he spoke on human trafficking in the county. Leland, Michigan has been voted into the top 20 most beautiful towns in the U.S., being voted in at number 10. Travel and Leisure released a list being based on a population of 20,000 or less, with Leland's population being around 2,000, according to CBS Detroit. With the city's location being between Lake Michigan and Lake Leelanau, it makes for some very beautiful sights. The city brings in plenty of tourists due to the views and the fact that it is next to the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. Now to Peyton with local news.
Thanks, Wyatt. On Sunday at the Montrose Pub, hundreds of residents gathered to pay tribute to Terry Purcelles. Terry was a lifelong resident of Montrose who retired from Montrose schools after 30 years of service. She passed away in December after a long battle with cancer. Terry's husband, Bill, daughters Stephanie and Barbie, and son, Wayne, hosted the gathering along with several other friends. Attendees shared seemingly endless stories and memories all afternoon. It was quite a community tribute. Mrs. P will not soon be forgotten by all those she comforted. Last weekend was the annual Zender Snowfest in Frankenmuth. Zender Snowfest has been host to one of the top snow and ice sculpting events in North America for the past 31 years. Visitors have enjoyed larger-than-life snow sculptures and beautifully detailed ice carvings each year. but sadly, due to unseasonably warm weather, they were not able to get the amount of snow they normally needed. Therefore, they sadly canceled the annual ice sculpting. In addition, visitors were able to enjoy a firework display, petting zoo, children's activities, and a warming tent for the family. And after the break, you will hear from Noah and Owen with sports. You are watching The Friday Show.
Montrose Orchards is a family-owned business located on Seymour Road, north of Vienna Road, that produces a delicious variety of fresh fruits. Check out Debbie's Kitchen, which features fresh baked goods and delicious sweet treats. Be sure to visit the Montrose Orchards Farm Market as well. In the fall, you can pick your own perfect pumpkin from our Pumpkin Patch 2. All this and more is at Montrose Orchards in Montrose, Michigan.
Hey everyone, I'm Noah Gross bringing you college and professional sports. As of now, Michigan is 12-10 and currently has plus 4,000 odds to make March Madness, according to Century Daily Times. That means that they need to start winning, fast. The Michigan Wolverines will play the Ohio State Buckeyes in an all-around rivalry game this Sunday. Tip-off is slated for 5 p.m. Let's hope they can get back on a winning streak and get back on track. But if you want to talk about some good odds to make March Madness, it would be Michigan State Spartans, who have played well this season. This is thanks to Michigan State's point guard, Tyson Walker, who is on the watch list to be Big Ten Player of the Year, according to the Big Ten Network. Michigan State will play the Scarlet Knights from Rutgers tomorrow at 12. We have some sad news in the sports world. Legendary quarterback Tom Brady, and my favorite player, has retired from the NFL after 22 seasons. Brady threw for over 80,000 yards, had over 600 touchdown passes, 7 Super Bowl wins, which is more than any team in the league, 3 MVP titles, and much, much more. Tom had a very legendary career, being drafted in the year 2000 with the pick 199 in the 6th round. The Patriots took a chance on the young QB, and the rest is history. Congrats to you, Mr. Brady. That's going to do it for college and professional sports. Now over to Owen with Hometown Sports. Owen?
Thanks, Noah. Hello, everyone. I'm Owen with Hometown Sports. The varsity girls team is currently 8-9 on the year. On Monday, the Lady Rams hosted their first game of the week and faced off with the Atherton Wolverines. Lady Rams came out with the win at the final score of 52-17. On Wednesday, the Lady Rams traveled to Saginaw to take on the Saginaw Arts and Science Academy Dragons and came out with the win with a final score of 42-24. Yesterday, the Lady Rams traveled to Lakeville to face off with the Falcons and took the win on the road with a final score of 42-31. The varsity boys basketball team is currently 9-7 on the year. On Wednesday, the Rams faced off with the Saginaw Arts and Science Academy Dragons away from home, and the Rams played an amazing game, winning with a final score of 72-55. Leading the scoreboard for the Rams was Topher Allen with 28 points, and Evan Hockey also chipped in 19. Last night, the Rams also played the Lakeville Falcons and took a surprisingly tough win. Surprisingly tough win with win on the road with a final score of 48-32. Topher Allen again led the Rams, scoring with 19 points and 10 rebounds. That's going to do it for sports. Now over to Austin with announcements.
Good afternoon. I'm Austin with this week's school announcements. A Segment 2 driver's education class will be held from February 21st to the 23rd. See Mr. Lenny for a contract. Seniors, as a reminder, do not forget to order your senior shirt and turn it in to Miss Messing. If you have any questions about broadcasting, please visit MDM-TV.com for updated schedules, pictures, and digital media announcements. Make sure to check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. That's all for today. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Here's Colin with a final word.
Thanks, Austin, and thank you all for tuning into the Friday Show. Make sure to come back next week for more news, sports, and school updates. As always, I've been Colin Alguire with the Friday Show, and before you head out, make sure to stick around for the short video on Hill McClay High School's new Honors Plus program.